All right, guys, welcome back. Appreciate you stopping by the channel. Again, remember to like, share, subscribe. We're growing the channel right now, so um, that helps a ton. So today I'll be doing a review, not really a review, but just an update, 60-day update on the iPad Magic Keyboard. So we'll talk about, was it worth it? How is it holding up? Aesthetic wise, durability, functionality. So let's just hop right into it. So as you can see, this is a nice keyboard. It's still holding up pretty well. I've seen a good amount of reviewers talk about like the edges fraying and things like that. Fortunately, I haven't had any of that. It's worked just fine. It does, collect a little, some little kind of soft marks here and there, but I don't put this in a case. I thought about getting like a D brand skin or like one of the skins to go on the back, but I didn't. This does, it works well. I'll say that it works well. I'll probably only use it maybe 20% of the time. So like I'm in grad school right now. So like yesterday I was on a Zoom call with my teacher. I used it when I'm taking a test. I use it to prop it up there. I will say functionality wise, it is like it's fine, right? It is a little small when you're actually doing stuff productivity wise. The trackpad works fine. What annoys me, like I use, like in my day-to-day work, I use a lot of hotkeys, which requires a function row. This not having a function row, not a deal breaker, not the worst, but that next iteration of this keyboard, I almost guarantee you they'll include a function row. Like that's a big miss. That's something that it would help take this to the next level. Now, mind you, I'm using the 11-inch version, so I know this is also compatible with the new iPad Air, the 10.9-inch, which is great. I've heard that the 12.9-inch iPad Pro keyboard is wider, it's bigger, but personally for me, that's a little bit that's too big for what I'm doing on it. Um, like like I said, I only use this maybe 20% of the time. Like this, the other time I'm using this. So like my kids are playing with it or we're just watching a movie or something, it's in this case, like this cheap case I got from Amazon. It's like a stand. And that was, I think this was like $8 and that's been great. So it's 90% of the time it's in this. When I'm doing actual productivity work stuff, it's on this. So aesthetic wise, it's held up. Functionality wise, I would say it's probably, if I had to grade it, functionality, it's a B. When you talk about the value proposition, is it worth $300? That's a hard no. If you're doing this, you have some discretionary income. You like how it looks. There are so many other options that I would say go ahead and get ahead of this for the value proposition and functionality. Now, what looks the sickest, like if you're going to be in a classroom and you pop that open or you close this up and you got like your Apple Pencil sticking out, you're like, oh yeah, it's sweet. But in terms of like, is it worth $300? That's a hard no. I know Best Buy sometimes has them used and you can get it for like 280, 270. Like if you go to bestbuy.com and there's like an open box, is what they designate it as. You can hit up that, and that might help. But I would, yeah, there's so many other options, like whether just getting a Bluetooth keyboard, it's a lot of other things that I might recommend if you're using from a productivity standpoint. But it's definitely not bad, and I think you just gotta know what you're getting, when you're going into it. You're getting a good keyboard, like the keys, good travel, all of that stuff. There's good clickiness. Now, I do like the backlit, the automatic backlit portion too. The biggest thing to me is not having those function keys and not having an escape key. I find myself wanting to reach for that escape key a lot. And I have heard people say you can program certain keys, like maybe this world key to be escape. I might have actually did that. I just never use it. I'm used to the escape key being right here. And when it's not there, I just tend not to use it. I end up swiping up or just touching the screen. So I would say this is a good keyboard. I do like that it has this charging port right here. And so, you know, the iPad Air, not Air, the Pro battery lasts, you know, all day anyway. So it's not like you really need the battery to be charging. But I do like that there's that separate port there. It's nifty. It's definitely nice. I haven't had any issues. I know a lot of people were saying going in the viewing angles are tough. I'll tell you, maybe once I was like kind of wishing that the viewing angle went back a little bit further, but that's no problem. Like the viewing angles are fine. It's very nice. Does it have that Apple premium price on it? Yes. Is it worth it? In a general sense, no. If you have discretionary income, or if you like rocking with the latest and greatest Apple stuff, yeah, like it looks sick. Like, and I know a lot of us are virtual right now, but if you're in a class or something, like as my guy Flossie Carter would say, like the floss factor is high. If you have this just propped up and it's just floating right there, like it's, that's the new wave. But I think before it kind of really gets to that, replacing a old computer functionality, it's a couple things that they need to do. One being having that top row of function keys. It's a little annoying not being able to turn the volume up and down, little stuff like that. But in terms of like the compactness of it, overall functionality, it's good. I would recommend it if you're balling. I would recommend it if you're just into Apple products. Otherwise, look at some of the alternative options for sure. That'll give you a better value proposition and do a lot of what this can do. But mine is held up for 60 days with probably light to moderate usage. I haven't had any frays or like kind of, anything along these areas I've seen some people kind of complain about or have an issue with. So yeah, that's been my experience with the Magic Keyboard. This is an awesome piece of engineering. Again, like, share, subscribe. Honestly, I hate when people say that, but I'm trying to grow the channel. So like, you got to do it. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. Check out the other videos. Have a great day.